up, riders? Old man Ronin here. Welcome back to the channel. Yeah, we're doing an old school cool video today on the 2008 Softail Deluxe. Yeah, and I'll tell you what, I've actually been neglecting this motorcycle for the longest time. Not because I wanted to, it's just because that I've been working on other motorcycles and getting things ready for the springtime, doing the Himalayan content. And this is, without a doubt, one of my favorite motorcycles to ride. And it's got that old school cool look to it. And like I say, I'll insert some video here of the bike right about now as we keep on talking. But this bike here is, I got it relatively cheap. And I say relatively cheap, it was probably the second most expensive motorcycle I've bought in the last 20 years. And it was over 10 years old when I got it. And I'll tell you, I really do enjoy this motorcycle. It's a lot of fun, and it's got that that look that I deeply love in retro-looking Harley-Davidsons. Everybody says, well, you know, the Heritage. Well, I'll tell you what, I think this bike looks more old school than the Heritage Softail does, and it is a Softail body frame, I should say. But it really has everything that I really enjoy in a Harley-Davidson. It's got a nice strong motor. It's a 103, 96 built to 103. It runs really well. I have Vance & Hines long shots, which you'll see in the video here, on it as an exhaust, and it's got a really good exhaust note. Now, it'll run better, I mean more performance, not necessarily run better, but more performance with a 2-into-1, but that's not what I'm trying to get with this bike. What this bike is for me to just knock around and cruise, just have a good time. It's not a speed demon. I mean, it runs great. It's not a speed demon. My Sportster 1200 is faster, and so is my Road King, and they're virtually the same engine. But it just really does a good job for just cruising. It's got the not my favorite mini apes on it. I really am not a fan of them as well. I was going to change them, but I think I'm going to wait. I've got too many other projects going on. And I had actually asked some of the viewers if they think I should go to beach bars or to taller apes. The thing I don't like about this bike is these tall risers here. I just think it looks a little odd with the 10-inch mini apes on it, but that's me. I mean, everybody that looks at the bike says they love the way it looks like that, but I don't know. It is what it is. The only thing I've done recently, and I think you guys have been seeing on Instagram, is I put new what do you call it, the riser bushings in, and because they were getting a little soft, and I like to replace them every so often, and so I did that here this last weekend actually. So it was you know, pretty easy job. You have to take the front end off as far as the headlight and the little chrome satchels that go around everything. I don't know what they're called. I mean, I've never called them anything except chrome pieces. But I'm sure there's a name, and somebody in the comments will tell me what I'm doing wrong. Without a doubt, that's for sure. But yeah, you know, just basically put new bushings in it and take the bike out for a nice little ride on a beautiful, sunny, little cool. It's in the 50s right now. It's supposed to be a high of 65. I don't know if it'll make it. If it doesn't, who cares? I mean, I'm still riding and I'm still having a good time, and I'm not sweating. Got the HWK textile on with the liner out, so that'll tell you about the temperature that it is. But man, I'll tell you, this bike here does so many things well, and I really do enjoy riding it. I've always loved the deluxe models because of that old school cool look that I've talked about. Oh, looks like we got to stop here. Looks like they've been working on these roads here forever. Except in the winter, then they don't do anything. Let's see if we get to go. Yeah, looks like we get to go. Thank you. After we get by this guy here, I'll show you what this little 103 will do. Yeah, she'll run. What does Shade Tree say? Ramming speed! Well, we're not quite ramming speed because I don't want to hit anything. but we will say running good. Yeah, I mean, I haven't spent, this is, okay, put it to you this way. I have exactly 5.6 miles on this bike this year. What am I doing? I need to ride it more. But it is what it is. And like I said, we're going to just ride a little bit, talk a little bit about, we're not really going to do too much with this bike anymore. Like I said, if I do anything, it'll be new tires, which it desperately needs. They're approaching 5 years old, and I like to change my tires every 5 years if I can afford it. Actually, I think this thing's a little over 5 years old. They got Avons on it right now, and I think I'm going to go to that Shinkos. I really enjoy. I have Shinkos on my Road King, and man, I really enjoy them. They really do ride nice. This bike will do what you want it to do. Don't you love that engine sound? Sweet! Yeah, I do love my Harley-Davidsons, man. But I've been riding them for, gosh, since I've been 14 years old. So, yeah, it's kind of funny. In my Road King, I always look for that 6th gear. Same thing is true with the Himalayan. This bike here, I often forget it has a 6th gear and just cruise in 5th gear all the time. What are you going to do? Beautiful day today. You can see the green starting to pop up. Yeah, I love it, man. We're going to take you to a one of my favorite little roads that I travel on, and do some photography for that old school cool. Back home we have a diner in a little town called Columbiana. It's pretty famous. It's right off of Route 30, old Route 30. And I used to go there at least once every month, and sometimes a lot more often than that. And you know, because it's cool. It's an old diner car that they stuck and put a a regular foundation under it. It's really cool, and I like stuff like that. But we don't have any of that down here that I've been able to find yet. And like I say, we've only lived in this area for about a year and a quarter, year and a half, and I mean, I'm learning the roads. A lot of these roads I traveled when I was riding from Northeast Ohio. We have great roads in Northeast Ohio, but you know, you like a little bit of change of scenery, so I would come down to this area all the time. One of my favorite places, and I'll take you to it here in one of my Himalayan story videos, is a town called, outside of Coshocton, Roscoe Village, and it's really a neat little area. And one of the things that we have around here is like Rocky Fork Groceries, and they it's kind of it's kind of neat. It's a old, it's a pizza shop, grocery store out in the middle of nowhere, which is what I'm more used to. God, it's beautiful today. Now you notice I don't have the front camera on this particular bike. I might put it on later. I've done it before, but I've got it on the Road King right now, and I've got a couple of those. I got one on the Sportster. I just don't have one on this because I don't really ride this bike that often, and it's a shame because it does ride nice, man. I'll tell you. Little Brushy Fork Creek right there. If you guys are looking it up on your maps, you'll see these roads. But there's a place I want to take you up here that'll give you that. That's where I'm going to shoot the thumbnail for this, I think. What'd you think of that intro though, with all those old 50s pictures? I mean, that's the kind of stuff that I really enjoy, you know, because hey, I was born in the 50s, baby. I know I'm old, but late 50s, I'll give you that. But I've seen a lot of stuff with the motorcycle culture over the years. I was born during the late Panhead, early Shovelhead, Evo, Twin Cam, and now Milwaukee 8, and I have the least experience on the Milwaukee 8, the newer motorcycle. Most of my stuff is on shovels and iron heads and a couple pan heads, and of course the Evo, which is my favorite engine that Harley's ever built. I don't know, shovel head's right there too. But here's the place we're going to stop and take a picture, and I'm glad it's clean. What I mean by that is they've had a garbage can sitting out front here for a while, so we're going to take some old school cool pictures here. Be right back. This covered bridge is pretty cool, and the Brushy Fork Creek that runs right along this road here, and it's really a beautiful place. I like to stop here and take pictures every once in a while because, I mean, why not? But you know, tell you what, the crystal clear waters of these creeks around here when it's not it's not in the middle of a rainstorm or something like that. But it's just beautiful area here. Well, let's get back on the old Deluxe and ride around a little bit more. Wow, there you go. Thumbnail done. And a little bit of extra. But this road is so pretty with a high rock wall. It's just a fun road. The old school look that we've got here on this motorcycle is, to me, it's one of the attributes of Harley-Davidson that I like so much, and it kind of revolves into my thought process on the Royal Enfield Himalayan as well too, or Royal Enfield in its own right. Those two companies are kind of similar. They're really the only two major manufacturers that are continuous operation. Yes, they've changed hands to a few places. I mean, AMF with Harley and then back to Harley itself. And I think Royal Enfield's been the same thing. It started in England, went to India, and I think there's another major corporation, and I think it's Eicher is the name of the corporation that owns it now. But it's still in continuous operation, and they're both bikes that are fun to tinker with. You know, a lot of these other motorcycle lines on the market, and I mean, I love them all, but you don't have the ability to play with them and add on like you can Royal Enfield and Harley-Davidson, in particular Harley-Davidson. You can literally, from aftermarket products, build your own Harley-Davidson motorcycle, from the frame up to the engine, and not even have an original Harley-Davidson part on it. But that's how big the aftermarket is for Harley-Davidson. It's incredibly huge, and it's one of the reasons why I love the brand so much. Well, I really hope you enjoyed this video today. It was a lot of fun, especially for me, given the opportunity I was able to ride the Softail Deluxe, because I've been neglecting the poor motorcycle for such a long time, and it gave me the chance to do some old school cool and a lot of fun. I really do miss riding this motorcycle. Well, I really hope you liked this video. If you did, make sure you give us a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe, hit that bell notification button, share and comment. You know, as always, I read all the comments and comment on as many as I possibly can. Well, until next time, guys, keep it old school and keep it cool and keep her on two wheels, baby.